episode 4 of The Name Is at the End. This is for real episode 4, not 3.1 or 3.14 or anything like that.
Or the beta release of 4.
With a song rendition.
Before we get started, my name's Dustin.
And I'm Trevor.
I'm Eric. I'm drinking, sorry.
Drinking's important. I'm a big fan.
We're drinking rum and coke.
Turns out when I was at this restaurant where Trevor and I went to go eat dinner tonight, I was informed that a Cuba Libre is a fancy way to say rum and coke.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not from a fancy place. I'm not a fancy guy. So I just call it rum and coke.
I think it was actually named that after Che Guevara overthrew the whole government thing.
When did you do that?
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time
and it
ago.
didn't turn out well for the Cubans.
No, and it didn't turn out well for Che Guevara either.
I was gonna say, yeah. I think he might have gone in over his head.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Before we get off on this tangent, I want to introduce our fourth special guest.
Also a woman.
Who may have something to say, and if she has something to say, we're going to give her every opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
She's our movie guru.
Unless it's dumb.
At least for horror films, she's our
Here,
horror
introduce
film
yourself.
guru.
Hi, I'm Allie.
That's Allie. Okay, so last
Allie.
week you guys talked.
What's up, Allie?
You guys talked about you were going to go out to a bar called Last Call and do stuff and
Yeah.
drunk. What happened? I didn't go.
Last call ended up being really great.
Yep.
Yeah, Eric knows. Eric had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time that I can remember.
Everybody
Eric's
knows.
night basically boils down to the last hour of old school.
I was actually in a sense I was Frank the Tank.
Yeah,
for
you
a
were
little bit
Frank.
Let's
there.
go streaking through the quad.
Except it was just in a guy's front yard
Yeah,
with a woman.
including the streaking, but we'll leave it at that.
I'm worth $3.5 million that the government knows about.
That the
Yeah, I got a college alt rock band planned. Just make sure you can see the stage.
But had a great time. Our friends Steven and Timmy came out. That was really awesome. And it was Mike, who was here last week, his friend Angela, and another friend of his, Ashley. We had a pretty good group of people. We had a really great time. Last Call is just a really nice kind of sports bar, but not a lot of jack wagons. We talked about last week how we have places that are 1-star, 5-star. This place was a good 3.5. Because it wasn't hopping and popping with hot chicks, but it was definitely worth the money spent on beer.
I didn't go.
What-
I'm relying on you guys for the antics and stuff like that. I didn't.
Well, that's how it boiled down. Eric doesn't really want to talk about it because Eric's kind of ashamed of his
So much shame.
on the list of debauchery that Eric has running right now. He had to add a few.
Few notches.
Yeah, you added a few notches to the belt, right?
A few notches in the.
A few. That's impressive
Hey-o.
for one night.
Well, it was
All right.
actually a few notches in the gimp mask, but.
Yeah. Ew. That's no.
Even better. Or wait.
Sweaty leather and ginger. It does not end well.
Yeah. So I didn't go. I didn't go with you guys because I didn't think I was gonna go out that night. I just want to sit at
But
home.
you did, you miserable chud.
That was Friday, right?
Yeah, it was Friday.
Yeah. So I wanted to stay at home and watch Dateline.
And yell at the TV like you always do.
Yeah. I like to sit on my couch
Eat
and
nothing but a steak.
eat a steak and all the bacon and eggs you have. And
He's a simple guy.
I like pretty dark-haired women and breakfast food. And and so I
have a shotgun pointed directly at my front door, so that when people walk in, it's the first thing
I
they
was
see.
sitting at home and I just started drinking and I had a whiskey and Coke and my buddy was like, "Hey, let's go to dinner." And I was like, "Okay." So we went to this place down the road called Cali Burger, which is super good, and if you live in the area, I highly recommend it. It's over by the Millstone Theater, and it's not a fast food place, but they have really, really good hamburgers.
Yeah, we actually just ate there, an hour ago? It was really good burgers.
It's kind of like my weekly tradition now to go there. and get a half-pound burger with a half-pound of bacon.
Which is surprising because, like, when I lived with you, our weekly tradition was the bar that's literally, like, 2 doors down from it.
I can't go there anymore
Yeah, because you got thrown out.
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Who gets thrown out of a bar at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
It was like a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
Apparently I do. I don't know. I don't remember anything else that day.
I know you don't.
I do.
I remember everything.
I did microwave my phone allegedly.
Yes, you did.
Has
And then you
anyone
hurled
seen
it
that
across
video
the
of what-
house.
Has anyone seen that video online of what happens when you put a phone in a microwave?
I was
Satan
there.
Comes out of it.
I have first-hand accounts of what happens to a phone when you put it
Satan
in a
comes
microwave.
out of your phone.
It's probably pretty cool.
It starts to flash, and then a Satan face comes out.
That's not what happened in this instance.
Well-
The Satan face came out of something else, but the phone looked like a fucking Tesla coil.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
So-
I'm pretty sure Nikola Tesla was murdered.
So anyway,
Yeah, but
we went to
Edison.
Cali Burger and had dinner, and a couple other people came along. We'll keep their names out to protect the innocent. I only
they're
remember
not innocent.
Nobody's
They're-
innocent.
they're not innocent at all. They're degenerates, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, but they might have some warrants out for their arrest, so we don't want to like broadcast associations.
Wait,
So-
even I don't know about this.
So we finished eating dinner, and then my buddy was like, "Hey, let's go out and drink some more." And I was like, "Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, I guess we have to go."
I put pants on already. Might as well.
Yeah, and so we went to this little country bar out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, like 30 minutes outside of the edge of town.
What was this bar called? By the
I
way?
don't even remember. Like, I've driven by it a couple times.
Was it called the Rabbit Hole?
No, it
Okay,
doesn't
good.
have a sign.
What?
It's just like it's like a old like 2-bedroom house that was turned into a bar.
Are you
and they
sure
got like
this wasn't someone's home?
yeah, they got like a pool table. No, because there's a full service bar in there. And so we went there, and my buddy Sean and I were easily the youngest people in that room by 15 years at a minimum. And so we just come and hang out, and
Down the hall. Make a right. Make another right.
the bathroom's down the hall, make it right. The light's on. The toilet seat's a little off balance.
The lights on, but no one's home.
The toilet seat's a little off balance. Be careful.
Yeah, don't fall. Ooh.
I got a broken toilet seat, but it's in my extra bathroom, so I don't ever care to fix it. Forever alone.
Yeah. Aww.
Oh no.
But yeah, so that went well. I mean, there was a bunch of older folks there. The women that were there were freaking out because somebody who was still viable walked through the front door.
Oh, you mean you don't have ED?
That was later.
wait.
That's way later in the story.
Erectile dysfunction? That's nothing to joke about, man.
I actually got a good laugh out of the situation.
Actually, as soon as I start like getting to that point where
I've had
I might
alcohol-
have ED, I'm actually waiting for it. That way I can just use it as like a cruel joke.
I've had alcohol-induced ED. It's
Like, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh,
You
not
keep
happening.
on knocking, but you
Can't
can't
come
come
in.
in.
Na, na,
and you have somebody in the background, perhaps me, doing the Wheel of Fortune bankrupt. Woo! Well, looks like you got to go home.
Why would you be in the room?
Because he's a
Why not?
watcher. Eric's a watcher.
Somebody's got to hold that camera.
That's right.
Soft glow of Eric's cigarette in the middle of the night.
This ain't called softcore porn.
Do it Dusimo. Do it slowly.
Okay, no, you spank him. Do you have any problem maybe with dating a pregnant man? No, we're going to make a movie about it.
Oh, that was a terrible movie. Wasn't Danny DeVito in that?
Yeah, that was.
Was it?
You're thinking of twins. The one with the pregnant guy is Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
But
Okay, I'm
Danny
thinking of
DeVito was
Junior.
also in Junior.
Yeah, he was.
He played
Junior,
Yeah. No, he was in Junior.
Yeah,
I
he
remember
was in
this.
Junior.
Junior. Why have you got erectile dysfunction, Junior?
Okay, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't give you a microphone.
Apathetic Alice. Did someone? You saying something over there?
It's over.
So we have Silent Sarah and Apathetic Alice.
That's right. Go ask Alice, who's standing 5'6".
Go ask Alice. There's spiders crawling on my skin.
What?
That's a very good guess. Go on.
Oh, you're the manager.
So that's all that happened.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, I got ED.
That's the punchline.
No. The punchline is that Dustin was getting mauled by cougars at this no-name country bar out in the middle of nowhere.
Cougars plural.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh dirt.
Oh sure.
Oh, why don't you go sit on the divan?
It's probably the bar from dusk till dawn, and you guys just didn't wait long
Oh
enough.
God.
No,
No.
Selma Hayek wasn't there.
Okay, good. Dancing with a snake.
Wasn't George Clooney in that movie?
Yes, he
And
is.
Danny Trejo and Cheech Marin and a couple other folks.
Yeah.
Wasn't a Baldwin in that as well?
No.
No.
No
And if it was a
Baldwin.
Baldwin, it would have been Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah.
A useless
Or
fuck.
perhaps Adam
Yeah.
Baldwin.
No,
Well,
Stephen Baldwin does a lot of good
No,
volunteer
Stephen Baldwin's
work.
made some great movies. Like, who's seen Biodome?
And Adam Baldwin isn't related to the other Baldwin.
I know.
Yeah, we know that.
We
And
know
that's
that
why-
Adam Baldwin is not related to the other Baldwins.
And that's why nobody mentioned him.
I did mention him.
Did you just
I
now?
mentioned Adam Baldwin. Yeah.
Oh.
Animal Mother.
Anyway, so that was our Friday night, basically
Okay.
last week.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. If you guys want to go out with us, let us know. Let us know on the page or on the website. Send us an email.
We promise we won't get ED.
I may. That's usually why I don't go.
I might get diabetes.
We'll leave my D out of this E.
My name starts with an E. That's
Out of this equation.
get the fuck out of here, buddy.
So
You can have my D anytime you want, Eric.
What-
I know. I see you looking over there.
it's Thursday night, and so
And the moon
Grand-
is bright.
Grand Theft Auto came out. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on Tuesday,
Right?
and I saw on CNN yesterday and heard about it for 10 hours on NPR today that it made $800 million in 24 hours.
That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
It is.
What the hell? I mean, granted, it's a running franchise that has been doing phenomenal since basically its inception, or at least GTA 3, because I remember playing that in middle school.
The first two were pretty successful just because the subject matter has always been so risque.
Right? Well, in what world can you like run around, in a free roaming environment, jack a car, then buy a hooker, and then kill said hooker to get your money back?
That's
and all the money
right.
she
I was about to
has?
say, you better make sure you get in.
You
that-
kill
that
that hooker
point. You
afterwards.
kill that hooker, and
You
you
kill-
get that money back.
Exactly.
It's Central North Carolina mostly.
Well, also
Oh.
in the middle of Louisiana,
Senla. So Senla and Sen.
in and
Okay.
around the what is it, Leesville area.
South Central Cackalack.
No,
No?
not so
It's
much.
more of a Senla thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it made $800 million, which immediately brought to my mind, what would I do if I had $800 million? Like, I just woke up, and in 24 hours, I had amassed $800 million. Tax-free, of course.
What would you do?
So we were talking about this a little bit yesterday, and I mentioned that the first thing I would do if I had $800 million is I would probably go find a random person, probably a homeless guy,
Hey, buddy.
and I'd shoot him square in the fucking face, like 5 or 6 times, just till my head turned into mush. And then I would leave $3 million in his front coat pocket, so that whoever got to the body first, or family, or whatever, could, have a few
By
extra million
family,
bucks.
you mean his
And,
cats.
and see, the thing about that is like you think you're doing something like I wouldn't even say like mildly altruistic by leaving the $3 million in his front coat pocket. All you're doing is creating a more esoteric news story, like homeless man found with $3 million in his
Shot
coat
in the
pocket,
face
shot
5
in the
times.
face, didn't take the
Believed
money.
to be suicide.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would be believed to be suicide with like 6 holes in his dome.
Well, that's why he dumps $5 million to the news.
Why does this amount keep going up? I said 2, 3.
Two
You
to
said
three.
3. Eric says 5.
Well, no, I'm saying you put an additional $5 million to the people reporting the news story, so it's like
Yeah, whatever.
5 shots to the face,
And
believed
then-
to be suicide.
And then you guys freaked out on me. You were like, "What the fuck is
No,
wrong
I-
with you?"
No, he freaked out.
I freaked
I
out-
added to the equation.
I freaked out on the burning a school down and then remaking
See,
it.
And that was the
I
second
helped with
thing.
that. I helped with that, if you remember, because he said you guys are both thick.
That was
No,
the
I said
second
you guys
thing.
were warped. Like, Hey,
warp
one of you's gonna
shit,
kill a
whatever.
homeless guy. The other one's gonna burn down a school and then rebuild it in what'd you say? Your own
no,
image?
no, that was me,
And I said utopia through horror and oppression.
and then we said it worked in Watchmen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I called
world
you
was a better
Rorschach
place.
and the comedian, like sitting right there.
would I be the comedian?
Would I
Yes.
be Rorschach?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would be Rorschach.
you would be Rorschach because Rorschach was also a ginger. We're just
Mm,
gonna keep the ginger thing going.
mm.
So the
Mhm.
second thing that came to mind for me, apart from just murdering a random person, was I would go find a local school that wasn't to my liking, and I would take a 5-gallon drum of gasoline and a book of matches, probably with a hockey mask on. Why not?
Which
I'm
is a
rich.
felony in fucking state of North Carolina.
And I would burn it down to the fucking ground. After hours, of course. I don't want to harm the children.
You know, yeah,
yeah.
maybe the groundskeeper.
So
Willie
you're
of the-
like the IRA, like you're gonna go bomb a fucking
Yeah, but
like a
there's
subway, but you're just gonna call ahead so nobody's on it.
come
there's
out,
a-
you black and tan.
But there's a second part to that, and it's that I would rebuild a school in the image that I chose, which would be modeled after Google's headquarters in California. And so it would be a very nice open space building, not a lot of walls, not a lot of, narrow corridors. It would be completely self-sustaining, very energy efficient. I would like to have, a garden or just plain grass on the top of the building to help with the energy consumption, through heating and cooling bills, because it's better for the environment. And
See, I like how you're just like adding these trappings of like nobility to the absolutely horrific thing that you did to start all this.
I'm-
isn't that what America and all the other countries have done over the years?
I'm insane, but at least I'm benevolent.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
Hitler
All right.
started out
yeah,
small
no, you
too.
got a point there. Yeah, because
Oh,
Hitler wasn't like.
no.
All right, we're not going to talk about that because
No, I want to talk about that.
No.
You cannot compare me to Hitler, okay?
No, and plus I love the Jews, and we already discussed that, and let's not get into the.
I
Jews
have no
anymore.
problem with any ethnic group.
That's a lie. That's a big old lie.
Any ethnic group in the United
Should have
States.
seen his face just now, folks. If you could have seen Dustin's face.
None of them live here. They don't speak English, and they don't listen to this fucking podcast.
And
That's
they don't
for
pay
sure.
their fucking taxes.
No, they don't pay taxes because the country that they live in doesn't have a fucking tax structure.
No,
They just suck money away from us.
Oh, golly.
or we just hand it over to them in briefcases or Piggly Wiggly bags at that.
Is that store even around anymore?
I hope so. I really like Piggly Wiggly.
Hey, if anybody knows where a Piggly Wiggly is in Central North Carolina,
Send it to Trevor because he really likes going there.
that's where all the single women hang out.
All the
Right?
single ladies. All the single ladies.
So what would you do, Trevor, if you had $800 million?
I don't know. I'd probably start a genocide in some African country.
You could probably just-
Wait a fucking minute here. What the shit, man? At least he's killing people in his own backyard and trying to make people better.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, you're all doing high-profile shit. If I start a genocide in Africa, nobody gives a shit. How many times has that happened and nobody...
Sudan?
Coney, hello.
Sudan, Somalia.
Coney.
Coney wasn't really a genocide.
Liberia,
Co-
hello.
Coney was just child soldiers.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? The
All right,
fucking
I'm
Marines are
talking
gonna...
sub-Saharan countries.
Oh, sub-Saharan. That's. Oh, excuse me. Sub-Saharan. I say sub-Saharan. Would you like me to commit genocide upon your country?
Okay, well, the DRC, and for those of you at home that don't know what the DRC is,
The dolphin rape cave.
that is the that is
No, let it run its course.
the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is not in sub-Saharan Africa. If
And it is
anything,
also not a dolphin rape cave.
And there are no dolphins there.
No.
But there is horrible, horrible genocide going on there. So
Right, but how many of our listeners actually know that?
Well, now they fucking know.
all
Well,
of
now
them,
they know.
all 5 of them, which is 3 of us, and then 2 other poor
Mike
subs.
and maybe one
Nicole.
other person. And Nicole.
Yeah.
And my friend Lily.
and Cassandra.
Oh, so all women. Lovely. If we make fun of women the most,
Two
and they
of
listen
the
to
women
us.
are like personal friends of mine. Which, by the way, I got to give a shout out to Nicole because she's been like giving us some really good feedback on the show. So Nicole, thank you very much for hooking us up with some like good stuff to talk about.
Not Howard Stern.
Not Howard Stern.
Fuck Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I don't do community service.
Apathetic Alice. be quiet.
Ouch. That's cold. Maybe she had some food stamps though.
Yeah,
right?
hey,
Oh no.
hey,
No.
the Democratic Republic of the Congo, believe it or not, try to wrap your noggins around this one. Not one major paved road, and it is what, bigger than Texas?
But I bet you could buy a fucking Land Rover there for the cheaps.
Yeah, AK-47 for.
I'm pretty sure I could
$20.
buy 500 child soldiers for not even 1/1000th of that 800
Okay,
million.
so you would go start a genocide
Yeah, but then I'd rebuild the country in my own image.
for $800 million?
Yeah, dude, do you know what the exchange rate is after you decimate a
Do
country
you
of
know
people?
that Sam
decimate
Childers
means 1 out of every 10.
Sam
that's fine.
Childers is gonna find you and he's gonna kill you.
No, he's not.
Is that the machine gun
That's the
preacher?
machine gun preacher.
Gerard Butler, is he going to be on the next show?
Yeah.
I like Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what you would go start a genocide and rebuild a country. I'm thinking locally.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't actually start a genocide.
You know what? I'm thinking globally and I'm acting locally by burning down a school. Eric, what would you do?
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. I'd probably just invest it.
In what?
Gimp masks and
Stuff.
fucking sex toys.
Fucking the cattle business, so you could get all the leather for your S&M store. You
For
fucking
my
weirdo.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd probably invest.
I'd buy
it.
a latex factory so that I could have new latex gimp suits every day.
I'd probably invest it and move out of my horrible beachfront property and take my brother along with me, and we would go to Africa and other third world countries or unstable areas, and
Spreading ginger happiness.
we would buy and sell weapons.
So you want to be a gun runner
Yeah.
with your $800 million. Why not just buy a shitload of
You
guns
know, and I'd
then
have
move
a
to
really
some,
high
like,
forehead
remote
and-
island and just shoot them all the time?
I'd have a really high forehead and a really shitty widow's peak, and then maybe my off season
Do you want to be Dracula?
I would act in a movie about a guy who sets on fire while he rides a motorcycle.
So you want to be Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to buy a castle
Actually, you got to buy a lot of castles.
and then foreclose on all of them.
and then to, like, declare, like, Chapter 13 or whatever, or Chapter 11 fucking bankruptcy.
It
And
was
then-
13.
and then
Or
it's fake-
13? Yeah.
And then fake my own death by being attacked by bees.
Oh, no,
Oh no, the bees! Oh, that's what I do.
The
That's what
Wicker
I would
Man.
do actually. I would actually try to figure out why the hell all the bees are dying. Doctor Who wanted to know for the longest time.
Actually, that's a serious problem, and, like, I don't want to get, like, all
I'm-
scientific.
No,
and shit,
it
but, like,
was. It's gone away.
Really?
The bee populations are returning.
Are they?
Are they really?
Yeah, it had to
Okay.
do with genetically modified crops.
No, yeah, no way.
Yeah,
Go
really.
figure.
So, Monsanto, you can suck it for driving the bees away.
Who's Monsanto?
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, they're gonna murder us in our sleep now.
What's a Monsanto?
Monsanto
By the
is
way-
a company that, like, genetically alters food, basically.
Do they need a marketing guy?
No,
Yeah.
I'll work for them. I don't fucking care.
I know. It's okay.
I don't give a shit about bees.
I don't give a shit.
I'm
about
allergic to
food.
bees. Fuck the bees.
The reason he
Fuck
burned.
food.
Hey, the reason he burned down that fucking school is because it had a bee infestation.
Right?
Although I wouldn't actually, going back to the school, I wouldn't actually rebuild it like the what is it, the Google headquarters. I'd turn it into like a rat maze, because I think kids would get a lot more out of that. Because A, one, they'd not be fat because all the food's in the center that they're trying to get to, and B, they'd be running around trying to figure shit out, and like I would put like doors in it that have little questions that they have to answer in order to get through the door to the next
And the
area.
door would have like a really weird airlock noise.
Yeah. Some shit out of Star Trek.
Bees are chasing them the whole time.
That's not. No, I don't like bees at all.
You don't got to go to the school. They do.
What
The
if my
kids?
Yeah.
Where do the bees come in?
Why not?
Eric's gonna let loose a fucking an entire bee colony inside of school. That's what
Would
he's
it-
gonna do with his $800 million. Is he's gonna take a Mack truck and a what is it, 18-wheeler full of bees and let it loose inside
That
of the
is
school.
way more than one colony. And here's a bee fact for you: bees only swarm when they're looking to start a new hive.
Unless they're Africanized and they attack you because they can smell your
Africanized?
breath.
It's a little racist.
What is this, a 1990s world's most wildest videos? They were Africanized bees. Bum bum.
Is this
The bees came out of nowhere.
either that or that's the tagline from some early '90s shitty horror film on
No,
sci-fi.
Anyways, but moving on.
Bees.
$800 million in one day. Definitely not starting a genocide in Africa. Probably would actually just try and, I don't know, spread science to like developing countries.
So, oh, that's you sound.
You know
like,
how much money the government already gives to foreign countries for shit like that?
Yeah, but it's foreign countries that we have interests in. It would be the ones that like Burma or whatever they're called now, Myanmar. And
Myanmar,
basically-
Malamars?
Basically,
Do they still make those? Do they still make Malamars?
No, it wouldn't. I wouldn't be going to the country of Malamar where.
Have you had Malamars?
What's a Malamar?
Oh,
you
dude.
You mean Malinois?
It actually is. I'm not trying to bring
You
this
mean
up
the
again, but it
Belgian
actually is a
dog?
kosher. It is a kosher chocolate
right?
marshmallow nougat. It is so good. Let me give it the Google. It is so good. By the way, Google does not sponsor us.
Oh, what's his face? That actor. He got really fat.
Sam Kinison.
No, not Sam Kinison. Although I love Sam Kinison. Love Sam Kinison. No, Streetcar Named Desire. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando loved Malamars.
Malamar,
Fun fact.
as
You mean
per the Urban
Malinois.
Dictionary.
Malamois.
As
Is
per
that
the
the dog?
No.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're talking about Marlon Brando.
Oh.
the fat kid you
The,
used
the,
to.
the man who was so into himself, his ego literally manifested in the rest of his body and became fat.
Chocolate coated marshmallow treat, commonly called a Malamar.
Yeah.
In the United Kingdom, the confection is known as a chocolate tea cake. Although a tea cake in England is usually a sweet roll with dried fruit, which is served toasted and buttered.
Kind of like how Eric likes to serve-
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
They
Yeah.
eat their tea cakes every morning with their coffee because they're rich and they can.
Hey, speaking
Drink
of coffee,
coffee.
have you guys seen what's it shit. It's coffee made out of cat shit.
Civet tea? No, that's different. That's monkeys who ate the tea.
No,
leaves.
it is civet something. I was reading this earlier.
Expensive too.
Yeah, it's like super expensive.
Yeah,
you can
it's
find it
like-
on ThinkGeek, which ThinkGeek doesn't sponsor us, even though they're an awesome website.
You probably never heard of it.
Okay.
I don't know about that. But anyways, are we gonna like kill this $800 million in one day thing and move on to the next topic, or are we gonna like?
All right,
we're
so
gonna
this
keep talking
coffee
about Marlon Brando
this
and
coffee
Malamar?
is called Kapaluak, also known as
Wap,
civet
bop,
coffee.
bop, bop,
Oh, civet
bang, boom.
coffee.
Otherwise known as the wolf, cat, or crap coffee, and it is the most expensive coffee in the world.
When it's made of poop.
It's got poop in it. They feed these animals the coffee beans mixed in with their regular food, and then they shit it out, and then they take the beans from the shit
and then grind it into coffee.
like they ate too much corn on the cob, and then they grind it into bags and then sell it to dumbass Westerners for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the pound.
I want to know the person like in that little developing country who like figured that out. Like, bro, I bet you that we could take all the coffee beans out of this cat shit and sell it to Americans.
Are these the same? Are these? Is this the same subsidiary of people who created Jenkum?
No, it comes from Indonesia.
Also, on the subject of Jankum, like, how does somebody market that? Like, bro, I got this shit.
Hey yo, dog. Hey yo.
I got this shit from an anorexic.
I got that booty
What's
water.
up?
I got that
Like,
booty water. You want that booty
You know
water?
how you know how hard it is to get this? An anorexic only shits like once a month.
No, I'm saying.
Jankum is basically taking crap, like human feces, putting it in a jar or
Letting
like
it ferment
a bottle,
up
and
into
letting
a balloon.
letting it ferment into a balloon, which is all the methane, and then the cool kids will take the balloon off and then inhale all the methane
What
and
do
get
the
high.
What do the not cool kids do with it?
The not cool kids.
They put it in a paper bag, light it on fire, and leave it on your doorstep.
What do the moms do?
Or they like fill a whoopee cushion with it and make it and put it on your
'Cause
couch.
I don't really know how the Rolling Stones would sing a song about that shit.
I don't think Keith Richards would ever touch Jankum because he's too highbrow of a drug addict to like ever
No,
touch
'cause I mean,
that.
Mother's Little Helper. It just got so weird.
That's about Vicodin, you dumb shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
know. That's what I'm saying. How would they put that into a song?
Why would they put it? They wouldn't.
What if they did?
Kesha might.
Okay.
what is it, like Danny's little shit jar? Like, I don't know.
He goes running real far for Danny's little shit jar.
Yeah, like
It
I don't
helps
know.
him
I don't
on
know.
his
I
way.
don't think the Rolling Stones would ever make a song about that, like I said, because they have enough money to buy actual drugs.
I love drugs.
Which they could
Who
probably
doesn't?
they could probably go to Africa and invest in a school that would help
Coca
people
leaves.
make better drugs. Look, mate, you can't go around making poop into drugs. We're going to show you how to use your resources.
I don't think they do that in Africa. I think they have plenty of other things. like-
Bono could do it because Bono's always down there with Angelina Jolie.
and Bono's also a giant piece of shit.
I've
Bono-
heard he's a huge asshole.
Bono does not
Yeah.
sponsor us.
Thank God he doesn't, because he could call me right now on my cell phone and be like, "Hey, I listened to your podcast. I think it's amazing. I want to give you money so you can keep doing it." I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself, Bono."
I wouldn't.
That's like when, what is it, the New Jersey governor was like, the people from Jersey Shore are not citizens of New Jersey. It's the same thing with Bono. No. We're not being sponsored by you. We're not talking
That's
about
another
you.
group of people that if they were to call me right now and be like, "We love what you're doing. Take our
Bro,
money."
beat the beat.
Feel like, "No, I'm not accepting anything from you. Please never call me again."
Did you say beat the beat?
Beat the beat.
What's
Huh?
that?
What?
What, Alice?
What?
Apathetic Alley, what'd you say?
Allie, what did you say?
Allie, what did you say?
What did you say, Allie?
She said, "Get that fucking microphone out of my face, you weirdo." Hey, so
Okay.
this is very off topic, but I was looking at pictures of my last vacation, and I noticed that my buddy Pete,
Does he have a brother named Pete?
Is this Pete who
Yeah.
has a brother down in Atlanta?
yeah,
Okay, that Pete.
his brother Steve.
Yeah, his brother Steve, who's
Oh, the Red Door
fucking
Tavern?
awesome.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Red Door Tavern,
Yeah,
Hotlanta, Georgia.
we definitely need to go back there. Hot Lana.
Is Pete left-handed? I think he is.
If he is, I
He is
didn't
left-handed.
notice. Is he really?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah, I just noticed he's left-handed.
Yeah, but you're a ginger. Nobody gives a shit because pretty much every interest that happens stops when they find out you're a ginger. Unless they're like sexually into you, which is totally different.
Allie, why are you laughing at me?
Cause you're a fag.
I have GED, ginger ED.
Yeah. When the gimp mask comes off, that's when all the interesting questions come out.
No, because it'd be interesting.
What?
What?
No.
Is this a Pulp Fiction film?
Look, more than people in the Pulp Fiction movie get masks.
Yeah.
Okay, so $800 million. We all know what we're
Allie,
gonna do.
what would you do with $800 million?
I'd buy a bunch
the
of
damn
kitties.
microphone, lady.
Yeah, you'd buy a bunch of cats, a bunch of kitties.
Kitties.
She's looking at her like, yeah, I'd
Allie,
do that. Yeah.
Allie, come on.
This question.
Why? Man on the street interview right here.
Oh yeah, woo!
I'm expecting her to like completely blow my mind and be like, I'd get a bunch of hookers and blow.
No.
I would have 2 male hookers fucking me while I drove a Trans Am off the Grand Canyon full of fucking
it would ruin
fireworks.
My life. I feel like I couldn't trust anybody if I had that much money.
That's
But
why
the thing is that you
hire-
can trust people because there are people out there who have more money than you. You just need to
That's
find them and hang
right.
out with them.
Just like look up Mark Zuckerberg and be like, "What's up, bro?"
I am the 1%.
So, like, I know it's kind of, like, redundant to be friends with you on Facebook because you created it, but...
Hey, I just met you and this is crazy. Here's my number on my check.
Yeah,
Cash it, maybe.
no, I wrote my number down on this $100 bill for you.
Here's my number, my check. Kesha it, maybe.
Kesha didn't actually write that song. That's,
If
yeah.
I was gonna
Crossing
pick,
the streams.
Oh.
Are you talking about "Call Me Maybe"?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not a Kesha song.
at
I
all.
know. I'm crossing the
It's
streams.
Carly something.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
I'm
It's
crossing
too
the
many
streams.
names.
I listened to it on the way here. I'm not gonna lie.
I cross streams.
Yeah, I was listening to Justin Moore.
I was listening to Justin
Justin Timber.
Land.
Justin,
yeah, because
hey, what up,
Eric was on
Timberland?
his way here and he's thinking like he's gonna rock some body, right?
I actually
You gonna rock some body there, Eric?
I actually don't listen to music. when I drive because
I listen to talk radio.
No, I don't listen to the radio at all.
I listen to the sound of my
I have a
engine
Glenn
purr.
Beck CD that I recorded off the internet on loop in my truck.
I listen to the sound of my tires as they roll over a bunch of school children. They're running away from Dustin's school fire.
He said he was going to do it after hours, bro.
Yeah.
There's no kids there.
It's a Friday night and there's a football game. Wah, wah. Shouldn't have been hanging out in your biology class
Varsity Blues.
touching wieners or whatever the fuck kids do.
No, I don't want to make out with you.
Can you believe it? This girl's trying to make out with me.
Sandy, come on. You can't walk out of the drive-in.
Wow, Eric went to a completely different reference.
Damn right I did.
Anyway, speaking of
Nudie Magazine Day!
Nudie Magazine Day,
You know what sucks is when you have to throw all of those out when you get a girlfriend.
I didn't.
Fuck on that.
Thank you.
Oh, Allie, let's
Allie-
get your insight. Real world, real woman insight. Come on, give her the thing.
Okay, Allie, why don't I have
I
to...
don't care. Sometimes when I'm with a guy, I want to be left alone, and I'm like, go get your magazines and leave me alone.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
like-
You have to elaborate.
Yeah,
Explain.
no, you gotta
Take
tell
the
me why I don't
microphone
have to
and
throw out my
explain.
nudie magazines when I get a girlfriend.
We're not gonna have dead air here. We're not.
Come on, Allie. Allie. All right. She doesn't want to.
There
That's
you go.
fine.
No, yeah, you're holding it. Explain.
If anything, I think
Come
what
on,
I think
explain.
what she's trying
No,
to say is that,
no.
that like
Come on,
when it comes down to it, if she
She's
wants
right
to-
here. You don't have to try to
Well,
figure out what she's trying to
She
say.
doesn't want to talk to the microphone, man.
It's like you're a
I
radio.
just don't care. I think that's a good outlet for guys to have.
Yeah,
You hear that?
basically like the
You
internet.
hear that,
As long as
women's
they're
lib?
not- But you know what? Why spend money on that stuff? You can watch porn videos for free.
You can?
I read the articles.
Really?
Seriously, Playboy has some great writers on
Okay.
staff, and so does
I'm
what is it,
just saying,
Penthouse?
I don't see why people need to spend money on that because you can get all that stuff for free.
Of
Porn
course you can.
2.0.
If you- well,
Porn
I mean,
3.0.
Yeah, if you want to see naked women, there's plenty of ways of doing it for free.
There's a lot of. There's RedTube.
She's totally
does-
into
who-
this
You
radio
did?
show.
Pornhub, what up?
You gotta hold it.
Okay.
No, you have
Well, I
to.
said-
No.
Damn it.
Like if you're gonna lick
All
a
I
lollipop.
said is that there's RedTube and UJizz and have fun with those. They're free. Don't be stupid and use your money on it. That's the only thing that would piss me off.
Right,
I was
but
with someone who was like spending money on porn sites.
you actually know somebody who is spending money on porn sites?
Y-
Seriously?
Allie, do you realize that you have changed the dynamic of the show?
Like if people are like if you're with someone who like subscribes to the Playboy channel or something, it's like why don't you just go on your computer and find
Go into
like,
it. Go into
something-
your computer.
Right, but all my nudie magazines were like obtained.
They were
by-
all intellectual.
Well, no, they weren't all intellectual, but they were
Yeah,
obtained.
you missed it,
they were
Dustin.
obtained
He
freely.
reads the stories.
The Playboy Philosophical Quarterly.
Yeah, pretty much. There's like a funny thing happened on the way to the forum before the gangbang.
Yeah,
pretty-
do tell. We're gonna talk about it for the next 5
That's a
pages.
pretty gross old man. I heard like an interview with the woman that almost married him, and she was talking about how there were like all these used dildos in the Playboy mansion that they all shared and stuff, and how they were all just in like a drawer.
Go on.
Go grab the intruder out of the cabinet.
Ass to ass.
I think Carly's got it right now up in her room. Like, that's got to be weird.
Up in her room, huh?
Well, if that's what we're calling it.
I kind of think this
Probably
woman was
big
full
enough.
of shit, though. I think she's trying to seem like she's not totally damaged, and she swears she never actually had sex with him.
I don't think any of the women are actually having
You know
sex
what
with
I
him now. I think if
I
anything
don't
is
think
that
he
like,
would marry her, though.
I think Allie's is our Robin.
No.
I don't want any more comparisons to Howard Stern. If we do,
See, now I'm just doing it to make you mad.
I
if we
agree,
do,
though.
Then I'm pulling out a fucking gun and I'm gonna start shooting stuff.
Thank God they're all unloaded.
Thank
But
God, they're
mine's
all
not.
unloaded.
either way, I also don't like the comparison.
They're unloaded, we promise.
I always liked Artie.
Please don't, because he'll take it out on me.
Anyway, no mas, por favor.
Howard Stern.
But on the
Radio.
subject of like things getting lost in relationships, because I'm gonna segue into the
Yeah,
next
I
topic here.
still want to talk about our comic
Did you
book
lose
nerd
something
shit.
besides your will to live?
Actually,
Dude,
I'm
funny-
sorry.
let me tell you
funny
something,
story.
Trevor.
No.
Trevor, I met that girl. I don't get it. Why,
Oh
bro?
man, I after
Tom Bien.
after I got out of it, like I was like doing some serious soul searching, like because you're saying I lost my will to live after the fact. No, I lost my will to live like mid
Whilst?
fucking stream.
Whilst
Yeah, Willist.
Willis.
And I found you like a little baby bird in an oil spill.
Yeah, basically
Nursed you back to hell.
you dusted off my feathers and it taught me how to fly
Exxon
again.
Exxon Valdez Pelican, no. Let's clean you off with some Windex and Dawn.
You were like, I'm so sad, bro. And I was like,
Stop singing the sad song, bro, and just be fucking awesome.
and you were like, but how are we going to be awesome? And I was like, hey, Trevor, you want to go to the gas station get some cigarettes?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
Step 1, get cigarettes.
Step 1,
Step
get cigarettes.
2.
Hey,
Step 2, buy a lot of beer unintentionally while getting cigarettes.
Oopsies.
why are we not going back to the house? The house is the other way. Where are we going?
We're going to run it.
We're going to party.
Oh God.
I wasn't there for this.
Yeah.
No.
No, but yeah, Dustin really
do you
did
mean,
kind of
no?
like, kind of find me like a weakened state after my last relationship. But I lost like a bunch of dishes, all my alcohol, which if you know who you are, like if you have all of my alcohol, please bring it back to me because I really miss that. That was quite a collection.
Hey, bro, I've been to the house to move some stuff. I was there.
He's all gone.
He's
This was
Like
like
a
a
year
year
ago?
ago, over a year ago now.
I have to tell.
No, but this was like a stash, like well, not even a stash.
Нет.
This was like it was a sizable amount of alcohol.
He's gone. He's all gone.
Look, I had a sizable amount of alcohol above my oven, and it's all gone, save for one bottle of Everclear.
Which you refused to drink.
I
even though it's
refuse
like-
to drink it.
it's
It's not even mine. That bottle is yours.
I
So if
know.
you want to start rebuilding your alcohol collection,
Start with the Everclear.
I'm not starting with it. That's like a bad note to start.
I've got
that
some
on.
watermelon in the fridge.
No. No.
That's a weekend.
True.
Do we want to get Eric naked
Okay.
again?
Yeah. By the way,
Where are
speaking
my
of which,
pants?
go and God rewind
Where's
a
the
little bit.
bathroom at?
Yeah. So really embarrassing. Apparently, when I drink a certain amount of alcohol,
Which is a lot.
which is a lot, I black out and I auto drunk pilot.
Is science.
He's
You're not the
he's-
only one though, bro. Like here's the thing. Like
Everybody
you're all super embarrassed about it, but let me tell you, man. Like I
Yeah,
have a
right now.
super bad habit of like when I lost my whole, I wouldn't say will to live, but when I was super depressed, like with my last relationship
Yeah.
and drinking all the time, like it was bad. It was really bad.
Oh no, I was there too, man.
I remember your last relationship.
My
and I always tried
ex-girlfriend,
to hang out
who
with
I
you.
like to affectionately call Stressica. Yeah.
Stressica, interesting.
She's not listening. It's fine.
Anyways,
What's your name again?
But I would black out. But the thing was that my
thought this was
body
my
would
story.
keep doing shit without me knowing it.
Okay, well, this is my story about me doing shit.
Go for it.
Okay, so Mikey's landlord, right? She is an older lady.
Yes,
She-
I know.
She's an
she
older
called you
gal.
Playgirl.
She's an older lady, and I woke up the next morning and I came downstairs and she's smoking a cigarette, reading the newspaper, and she looks up and she makes this smirk, and I'm like, what happened?
Because she totally saw your dong,
Why
bro.
is everyone looking at me like that? And she's like, oh, well, hey there, Playgirl. Apparently, my nickname now is Playgirl when I visit that home because I auto drunk piloted
Mhm.
and I had to pee, and I still don't know where the bathroom is in Mikey's house to this day. I just went to the kitchen
And look for something with similar colors, which is a refrigerator.
and I may or may not have.
No.
and I may-
No, he peed on the refrigerator.
I actually peed on the
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny.
I actually peed on the deep
We
freeze
used to
refrigerator.
pee in the sink at boarding school in our dorm rooms. Because our individual dorm rooms did not have toilets, they just had sinks, and sometimes we just didn't feel like going to the toilet. There you go. Good 10 years ago.
So
That just answered so many questions.
Like-
I guess that's the next topic.
As disgusting as men, yeah.
Yeah, they're
no,
pretty fucking
no, they're
gross.
worse.
It wasn't really like a question about girls.
What about girls on film?
No.
I have to say, I have a lot of female friends, and some of the stuff they say to me, I'm just like, wow, you'd be like so horrible.
Trust me, I know that.
Because one of them was talking to me recently, and she's like,
sometimes I shit and I don't flush. I don't wipe either. I just
She was talking about her boyfriend, and she's like, so he's going to a bachelor party, and I just, kindly asked, that he not do anything with any strippers. And I'm like, oh, did you really?
like what? Get his dick sucked?
No, just not
Like
No,
not get a
don't
lap
blow his
dance?
strippers.
Like
have any strippers around at all.
it's
That's not
a
possible.
bachelorette
It's a fucking
party.
bachelor party.
That's what I said.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys about my bachelor party?
No. However, I do have a stripper story with some girl getting mad at me for getting a lap dance, and you know this person.
You know the
Dustin.
lap dance is so much better. When
Wait a second. Which time a girl got mad at one of us for somebody getting a lap dance?
This was recently, actually, within the last 2.5 months.
Was I there?
Yeah, you were there.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this girl, anyways, this girl who I'm actually talking to again, oddly enough.
Really?
Oh
Well,
boy,
you know-
that's not a good idea.
Listen, this I like any book.
She's
when you-
baby crazy.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Wait a
What-
minute.
like-
Are you that one?
Like any
the
like
one that I was told about?
yes, the one that you were told about.
Trevor,
Anyways,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
she's genuinely nice, and trust
Whoa,
me,
whoa, whoa,
I-
whoa, whoa, whoa! We're not talking about her. We're talking about you. What's wrong with you?
nothing's wrong with me. I'm just a nice person.
See how he's getting all emotional?
Oh, there's
No,
nothing.
no.
There's nothing wrong with me.
No, there isn't anything wrong with me because she's a nice person and she was actually really cool to fucking hang out with when she wasn't getting
Yeah,
all
she's
baby
really
To
crazy
fuck
and shit.
and hang out
Yeah, we
with.
heard that.
Well,
We
all
heard
right.
To fuck
I
and
can
hang
actually I can control
Sucks
myself.
cocks and dicks.
I have control.
I don't.
No, you fucking don't.
And you're a goddamn liar if you think you got self-control.
You ain't got nothing.
I will
boy.
prove it the next time I go down to Atlanta.
He's
I
gonna
swear to
prove
God.
it.
I
At
swear
the
to
Red
God.
Door Tavern, who does not sponsor us, by the way.
They should.
And eventually they will. If I have anything to say about it, yeah. The next time I'm down in Atlanta, I will definitely talk to Steve.
Hey, great job trying to deflect, but let's go ahead and talk about your fucking women problems.
You still haven't told us what you lost.
Oh, I lost
Chips,
my
man.
alcohol. I lost a bunch of dishes. I lost a bunch of shit. And the thing that really pissed me off though was losing my
No.
fucking dishes. And if there's anything that I care more about, it's
tortilla.
shit that I've
There's
actually
salsa in the
paid
fridge.
money into, and then some chick just oh, this is mine now, and you can just leave. All right, because I'm not gonna argue about it because it's not something to really argue over. But now since I'm
I did the same thing to my ex-wife.
I don't. Tr-
No.
Allie, you say yes, it is, but from a guy's perspective, I don't want to deal with that at all. I'd rather just give it up, but it still pissed me off.
Yeah, that burger's in my car. It's in the passenger
Anyways,
seat.
but among other things, not this last relationship, but a different one, I lost
Eric.
a lot of things that were pretty sentimental to me. Some shit from when I was
fucking love line.
we can change topics, man. We just picked
No,
this one out
no,
at random.
no.
Go with it. Stick with it.
Because there's one thing that I lost that I still haven't forgot about.
And that's your piano.
Huh?
That's your piano.
That's my fucking piano.
Yeah.
It was a gift.
I'd be pissed about that too.
I got an adult learn how to play the piano book, and so I could learn how to play it, and it got taken from me while I was gone on vacation, and I came home and it wasn't there. There's this giant gap in the second part of my living room, and it broke my heart, honest to God. It was nice, it was shiny, it was black, it really tied the room together. Beautiful.
I sent a guy a really badass care package once though, and he swore he was gonna give it back to me. He never did. It's right, faggot with the last name Klutz. I'm talking about you.
Was he awkward like Klutz?
This was high school, so it's really stupid for me to get mad about. But I bought you some awesome shit. Be nice if you sent it back like you said you would.
You gotta talk into the microphone. You gotta hold it up to your mouth and talk into it.
Okay.
Bueller. Bueller.
Like this. Who did that? Was it Lenny?
me Keelmeister?
I am the serial killer. I am the Ortega.
That's actually a song by
So anyway, apart from my piano, all I really lost was like my other car.
Your dignity.
That's
No, I mean I have a couple of others, and the title's still in my name, but it's presently not in my physical control.
yeah. Hey, women are crazy.
I also in the relationship before that, I lost a lot of swag from fucking Harvard
YOLO.
that I had amassed over a period of 4 years that I was very proud to
From
have.
banging Harvard chicks.
Hey, those plane tickets to Boston aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
No, I did not attend the University of Harvard or Harvard University, whatever it's called, for obvious reasons. But I did go to a few debate tournaments there, and so we got lots of like,
Are you a master debater?
oh, I've never heard that joke before.
Are you a cunning linguist?
Yes,
Yeah?
Me too.
Fact.
Verified. I got my own Yelp page.
The three of us are
I'm
very
on Foursquare.
I got a Zagat rating.
My
like,
tongue's been on Pinterest multiple times.
I'm gonna say it. You guys told me not to, but I'm gonna say it at least once for this podcast.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Eric, now that you have a big mouthful of beef and bacon, what did you lose in a
Which
relationship?
isn't mine, by the way.
No, that's my burger.
I know, it's your beef and,
Dude,
and
what is
bacon.
this? Is this a Cali burger?
That is from Cali
Oh,
Burger.
good.
It is from Cali Burger.
Good.
It is the bacon monster burger,
Oh my god.
and it is fantastic.
Allie, you're taking me to go there next time.
By the way,
I have to get dinner after. What is still open?
lots of everything. It's only 8 o'clock.
Taco Bell.
I do like Taco Bell. Just your whole audience.
All five of us. What did I lose my relationship? I don't know, man.
Obviously not your soul because you wouldn't have one to begin
Well,
with.
she was a redhead too, so.
Oh.
So that's like when two black holes meet.
You can time travel with that, I hear.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, it was whatever.
That's it.
It's a chapter of my life.
I really thought we would have like way more to talk about than like just a couple of sad things.
It was a
I
chapter
mean,
of my
but-
life that
I regret nothing from my chapter of my life with that woman.
it was a steep learning curve, man. I mean, I had just gotten back from Okinawa, Japan. You know, I'd lived there 2 years, and I had like reverse culture shock while I was there. So when I got back, you know,
Because America's so chill.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Oh. I must have got
and then
confused.
I met her, and you know, it was like, whatever, man. I was young. She was old. She was like 6 years older than me. So
There's been like a number of like women that I've dated. Well, I wouldn't say dated. Had like interests in, and they've had interests in me. They're like genuine.
and you put your interest inside of her. Yeah, we get it, man.
Yeah, but they're generally older than me by at least.
Put your Pinterest inside of her.
Put my Pinterest
Pinterest.
inside of her Foursquare.
She gave you a review on your cunning linguist skills.
Hey, that's actually a skill on my LinkedIn. I'm a cunning linguist.
I don't have a LinkedIn because I'm not a
There's
fucking
someone
faggot.
naked in a tub back there.
Yes.
There's plenty of people naked in tubs right now.
If you're naked in a tub right now, make sure that you
Like our page.
like our page, send us a message.
Ladies.
Or gentlemen, just don't send us a picture of
Oh,
you.
gentlemen,
in
I
the
want
tub.
I want nothing but dick pics.
Dick shots all day. Hot or not.
What else have I lost in a relationship? Not
Sanity.
a lot, man. I really haven't. I've come out on top in most all of them.
Yeah,
This next one though, I'm losing a third of my paycheck.
that's got to be rough.
Ouch. It's
Ouch.
okay.
Luckily, I've never made the contractual like agreement.
Trevor, why is divorce so expensive?
Oh, I don't know why.
Because it's worth it. He's funny.
What's the hardest thing about getting divorced, though?
What's that?
Nothing.
Finding a good enough picture of yourself to upload to a dating website.
He's
What
ultra.
what would happen if you divorced a judge?
You would get raped in
That's
court.
why you never, ever date lawyers.
What about like Judge Judy?
Unless you're my dad. All right, Dad, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry, man.
Your dad,
but I'm
he's not-
totally gonna,
sir,
I'm totally gonna
sir,
bring this up.
don't listen to this.
No. Dad, if you're listening,
Sir.
I'm so sorry that I'm bringing this up. But my dad's an attorney, and like he'll probably even admit to this himself. But in the divorce between him and my mom, like he got taken, like he got reamed for no reason whatsoever. Like I felt so bad for him. Like later on in life, I'm like, dude, like you got taken hard. And as an attorney, I thought like it was gonna play out totally differently.
My old man just called. We should ask him what he lost in his past relationships.
Do you have a problem dating a pregnant man?
You already said that joke.
Although the one thing that my dad
Fuck
really
you.
like, okay, here's the one thing that like, all right, one of my earliest memories is like my dad packing all of his shit into his car.
What?
Yeah, it's like my earliest memory as a child.
Oh, your dad
But-
had a car?
Yeah, he had a car. No, but the thing
You
that
had a dad?
Yeah, I had a dad too. What he
What
came back and got with was his vacuum cleaner. This old school fucking rainbow like water like,
Dude,
vacuum cleaner.
those are
thing.
fucking awesome vacuum cleaners.
Right? No,
I don't care who you are.
It lasted until I was like 15 years old, and I'm like, "You still have this fucking thing?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Like, I was not gonna let this go in the
My
divorce."
mom has one of those, and she takes it to Robin's to get fixed.
Say that all again.
My mom has a rainbow vacuum cleaner, and she takes it to Robin's to get fixed. She thinks it's worth it.
Up like this.
And it is because those vacuums are amazing. Anyway, but like he
guess.
She doesn't like black things in her face.
that's
blue.
That's weird.
It's black and blue.
But my dad was like very adamant about getting his vacuum cleaner back. And Dustin, you almost lost yours, didn't you?
I did almost lose my vacuum cleaner. See, but it sat in storage for over a year, and that's when I made the determination that you're not going to fucking use it, so I'm going to take back the vacuum cleaner to vacuum my house with, which I do once a week.
Right?
Fact.
And when he says vacuum, he means he pulls it out of the closet, vacuums the like 1x1 square in front of the closet, and then puts it away.
I vacuum in front of the couch where I sit.
'Cause that's the most high trafficked area
It-
in the
it
house.
is. Oh, there's PBR in the fridge.
Yeah, Eric, you want to grab one of those for me? Will you be
Oh,
awesome
look.
and do that?
Look, is X. That's your X? Not the X that you think you are if you're listening to this.
I don't think she actually listens to this.
This X doesn't listen to this.
Yeah.
The other X does.
Really?
Yeah. She said we're funny,
No way.
and I called her funny looking.
Then I called her a bitch.
I didn't call her that.
And that's not cool.
She's a nice lady.
Cool people.
She's a nice lady. Dead on the inside. Nice lady, though.
Well, I'm a firm believer that once they hit a certain age and they still haven't found happiness, eventually they start dying inside.
Like 28?
Yeah.
What about 25?
Oh, wait.
Allie's looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, you got a year left, Allie. You're only 20.
It'll happen.
21. Well, life. Can I have a PBR, please? You fucking...
Yinzer?
Thanks. Yinzer? Hey, for those of you that don't know what a Yinzer is, apparently in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they don't say y'all, they don't say utes, they don't say
Use guys.
use guys, they say yins. So people from Pittsburgh metropolitan area are affectionately called in other parts of the world or continental U.S. Yinzers, because they're like, hey, what's Yins doings tonight? And it's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that would be a way cooler story because somebody else would be like, oh yeah, but when I was in Boston, they said something.
When I was walking around P-Town, I found a bunch of fags.
What?
Wow.
P-Town, Boston.
I just want to say that people in Boston aren't very attractive.
Hey, Allie, when you want to say something, just subtly grab the microphone.
Just gingerly grab the microphone out of his hand.
Someone might be from Boston.
No one's gonna fuck no.
Your mom's from Boston.
Your ma'am.
Go out in the yard, take a
That's
piss.
interesting that Kennedy, I cannot believe Kennedy got laid as much as he did with that voice of his, that accent of his.
We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We are going.
Wait, JFK Kennedy?
Yeah.
That Kennedy?
I thought you were talking about Bobby Kennedy.
I thought, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Any
Like,
of them.
The Kennedys.
the-
Also, the Kennedys don't sponsor us.
don't hang out in kitchens.
Fuck the Kennedys. Nobody gives a shit about them. Fucking after Ted Kennedy died, that was like the last influential fucking Kennedy.
And Bobby just rode the coattails, basically.
He did. He was like, oh, hey, my brother's famous.
Bobby, you want to do a commercial for Hardee's?
He
No,
was
I don't
like,
support that shit.
Like Jimmy Carter's fucking brother.
He was cool.
Oh, with
was
his
funny.
shit beer.
That was funny as shit.
My grandparents used to get Christmas cards from Jimmy Carter every year.
Nice.
Did he build him a house down in
They're all
Mexico?
Southern Democrats.
Like
All
Strom
day.
Thurmond.
Unfortunately,
Dixie Democrat.
Like David Duke.
Anyways, we're getting on the topic of politics.
Yeah,
One thing
let's
we
not
also
go. Hey, let's
Head
not
of the
go down this road.
KKK.
Let's not go down this road.
I'm sorry. If you're a Democrat out there, I love you. If
Hey,
you're
what's that saying you told me about being 30?
me?
If you're not a. If you're not
Oh yeah. The saying goes that if you are a Republican before your 30th birthday, you have no heart, and if you're a Democrat after your 30th birthday, you have no brain.
Is that not? Never mind. That would be
Oh,
Winston Churchill,
I thought-
but he said something like that.
That's
I thought-
a famous
I
saying.
thought it
He
went a little differently. Like, if you're a Republican before you're 30, you have money. If you're a Democrat after you're 30, you lost it all.
both are true.
Roses are red. Never mind. Republicans are red. Democrats are blue. And neither give a fuck about any of you.
Yeah, you know.
Next question.
That's why, hey, I actually got a call on my cell phone the other night from a lady who was taking like a political survey about some
Tell her to
amendment.
survey your nuts.
No, I actually took the survey because it's important to me to participate in things like that because we do a similar job, you know, where surveys matter. And if I just walked up to everybody and was like, hey, do you mind filling out this form? And they're like, fuck off. I'd be like, oh. So being in
You
a
mean like
similar...
all those people I meet in the mall?
Yeah. Except this
At Home
lady,
Depot.
she called me at a decent hour. I mean, it was like 7 o'clock our time, so it's like 6, you know, right when people are getting home from work back in Oklahoma. But I actually answered her questions, and it was kind of tough because she barely spoke English.
Oh, I had one of those call me too. She was
'Cause
like some Hispanic lady, and
I-
yeah.
I keep getting all these fucking things in the mail that are completely in Spanish.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Mira.
I think
And
it's
I-
because they knew that I lived with you at some point in time.
Or that my last name is Spanish sounding.
I thought it was more Italian. To be
mine
honest.
is too.
Well, that's because you don't know stuff
That's true. I don't.
about things.
Mine is also Spanish sounding.
Yours is very German.
Are you kidding me?
Erhauser? No, that's German.
That's like
it just
super
passed the
German,
test.
dude. Okay,
Spanish.
I think we lost things to talk about with what we lost from our exes because you know what? Apart from a little bit of dignity and maybe some material goods, we've all pretty much come out on top. Like
I
as
don't
far
know,
as like
man.
life is concerned.
I got
Yeah,
a
that's
big,
true.
I got a big bitch slap in the face, basically. But
Right.
At the same time,
But you're doing good now, right?
I want to know why Allie's laughing at that.
because Allie knows some things that y'all don't. I don't know.
Things
man.
that we don't know or that we
Aw.
don't care about.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry.
So how's the sympathy card working out for getting laid? That's what I want to know.
Fantastically.
Is it?
No.
I don't use it.
It's a trick question. I'm asexual.
Oh.
You know, all you have to do is be like a dick, and it makes people attracted to you. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
No, it's true. You're right.
Guys, really nice to me and ex
Allie, with
interested.
the fucking microphone.
I-
God damn it, Allie. Why are you so dumb? Wait a minute. I'm doing what you just told me to do.
Yeah, Eric is playing along with the game. Let's
Yeah,
go.
all you have to do is be an asshole.
Yeah.
If a guy's too sweet, ex too interested,
Allie called me
it's
a
a turn off.
fuckface earlier today.
Let her fucking talk.
it's
Allie
just a
called me
turn off.
fuckface
It makes
earlier.
you think, oh, I can do so much better.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Why
that's
is
the-
this guy so excited to be with me? He must be like a total loser, and I can do better.
I'm so glad to hear if like someone finally say that, because I've like secretly held that in my mind as being true, but like I never had anyone actually say it who is a woman, like just flat out deadpan honest.
I think it's the same way for guys too, though.
Nope.
No, it is not
Exact
true.
opposite.
Really,
Exact
I was so
opposite.
sweet to this. No, no. It's the opposite. I was like so cunty to this guy.
Cunty, she said it.
Nice.
I was in a history class with him, and he always just laughed at everything I said, and he acted like he had a crush on me, really. And then one day I was like, I'm so mean to him, and he's so sweet to me, and he started being nice to him. So I made a real effort to be nice to him, and he stopped sitting next to me.
Because you were a huge cunt.
No, he liked me cunty.
Cunt?
He liked me cunty.
He likes picante.
He liked me when I was cunty. Didn't like me when I was nice.
Well, you a dumb cunt.
No, he
I
probably
was smarter than him.
he probably liked you like initially, and then you started being a huge bitch to him, and he was like, "All right, I'm fucking done with this."
No,
and then
he
you
was
at the
done with
same-
it when
at
I
the-
started being nice.
and
not
then
when
you
I was
started
mean.
being nice, and that's when he
That
got
just
wise
confused
to it,
him.
and then he was like, "Oh fuck, she wants something from me now."
She wants to cheat off my
Yep.
homework or
That's
something.
exactly what happened,
Yup.
Yup.
ladies.
Ladies.
Hey, you told me not to say that anymore.
Oh, I make the rules.
Fuck you, ladies. These are great chips.
So that was,
It's not exactly true for guys.
By the
though.
way,
That's
Pabst
the
Blue
thing,
Ribbon.
like,
hey, did you get done smoking a cigarette just a second ago?
Pabst Blue
A
Ribbon
little
does not
while
sponsor
ago.
us.
What were you ashing into? Because the ashtray's over here.
that bottle that's right there.
His
Bottle of
shoes.
what?
Oh, it's a bottle of Dustin's Kool-Aid. All right.
What up, Trevway?
Trevway.
It's a segue by Trevor. A
Woo!
Trevway.
Oh, thanks for explaining
Trevway.
that, because I'm sure nobody was astute enough to understand that. Dick.
not?
Have you seen some of the shit we've posted
What
on
the
our
fuck
fucking?
are you dipping those chips in? Because if that was salsa not in a styrofoam container from my refrigerator,
It's civet salsa.
it is at least 6 months old.
Civet salsa.
Yeah.
Main ingredient.
ever clean out your fridge?
Main ingredient.
I'm a single guy.
He cleans out the beer in his fridge.
I throw away the
With his-
beer
with
cans,
his
and that's
gullet.
about it.
How are these chips?
I bought them today.
Anyways, Dustin's got a bottle of like
What is it with
this
women eating half of a chip at a time?
this low grade sweet red wine, which, I mean, is basically a sad excuse for alcoholic Kool-Aid.
With me, who you watch me eat chips more than often.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Keep talking, Trevor.
All right, well,
Valley.
So I got this bottle of wine.
yeah, and
Red wine.
It is red.
And it's
What it's-
delish.
If it's actually made out of grapes, I'd be surprised, because this shit looks like basically fortified Kool-Aid.
You know
Is
what?
it pasteurized?
It's at least $10 a bottle, so you can
You paid
fuck off.
$10 for this?
I didn't have
well,
a
at convenience
choice
store,
because
it's
it's
more
at
expensive.
fucking Harris Teeter, you asshole.
Harry Peter.
Wait, Harris Teeter has a great selection of fucking.
Harris
Bottled
Teeter
wine.
does not have a great selection of sweet red wine. Harris Teeter has a great selection of regular wine. However,
Which is what?
sweet red wine is delicious.
No. Sweet red wine is okay. Regular wine is.
A Moscato is also good. Hey,
Mascaro?
that girl that we were talking about the other day, or earlier,
The one that I knew from Atlanta.
yeah,
That one.
she lives closer to Douglasville, home of the Chariot. Anyway,
Yeah, I know she does.
The Chariot is a great
She's
name.
living with Tammy number 2.
Wait, how many Tammys are there now, Ron?
we're up
There's
to
like 4.
we're up to 2 Tammys right now.
Tommy boy.
I'm working.
Suck at
I'm working on the third Tammy right now.
Wait, is the third Tammy one that you saw during Christmas?
No, the third Tammy is the one that.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah,
What?
turns out.
I thought you said you.
What?
I thought you said you weren't into that.
He lied.
Of course.
Oh, mate, you lied to me.
It's hard to get a read.
What, she eats butthole or something?
No.
No, she doesn't, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's this?
What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
She's a nice lady.
So, the
So?
nice ones are usually the
Nice
freakiest.
ladies eat butthole.
You know what? I know lots of nice ladies, and like 30% of them do.
Right?
All right. So that's not even half. It's not even a majority.
Almost a third.
But see, you're talking about nice ladies.
Yeah, that's all I hang out with.
That's a
wow.
Oh, and if you're listening to this podcast and I've hung out with you,
Don't.
fuck you.
I've hung out with you.
You don't have a vagina hole.
Or one that he wants to fuck anyways.
That does exclude a large number of people.
Yeah.
Which would lead me to an interesting story.
Let's do that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, let's talk about comic books, dude. Last time I was at the house here last weekend, we watched a really badass movie, dude, with Keith Urban. It was called Dread.
Okay, so Dread is a new movie.
Keith Urban?
Carl
Carl Urban. Sorry.
Carl
country
Urban,
music.
not Keith Urban, that fucking Australian, supposedly country singing
death
piece
metal?
of shit.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Married to Nicole Kidman.
Carl Urban.
Fuck Keith Urban. Country music only comes from the United States. You don't know who Keith Urban is?
Trevor, what are you doing with the fucking microphone?
You're talking about comic books, right?
Bro,
That's hot.
bring the fucking microphone to your fucking face.
I don't know anything about comic books.
Okay,
but
so-
you probably have something funny to say.
So Dread,
All right, I'll keep the comment. Or yeah, that's fine.
Dread is actually Judge Dread, and
Based
all
on
this,
2000 AD.
I was going to say is based off the comic book series 2000 AD, but he is by far the most popular character in that. And there's been a couple of movies made out of him. The first one had Sylvester Stallone, and that movie taken in context was a decent movie if they didn't cast Sandra Bullock in it.
Oh,
They
God.
did, however, have a
Wait, I thought
decent.
No, that was
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man with Sandra Bullock. Also, I still don't know how to use the 3 shells.
Oh god damn!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just watched Demolition Man too.
Yeah.
Or
Second one?
Demolition Man as well.
You know who was also in that? Blade.
Wesley Snipes was the arch nemesis.
Yep.
Did you like the Blade movies? Those are comic book, right?
Yes.
The Blade movies are comic book movies. I did not like them except for Blade 3
Because it had
or
Ryan
Blade
Reynolds in it.
Trinity
Yeah.
because it has Ryan Reynolds in it.
And Ryan Reynolds was hilarious in that movie.
You like him?
Okay,
I thought
so
it was
I liken
funny in
him
that
to
movie.
Ashton Kutcher. I'm not even kidding.
I liken him to
I
Ashton
am.
Kutcher if Ashton Kutcher was funny and if Ashton Kutcher knew how to
Well, I
lift
mean,
a
this is an
pick a
insult. I hate
pick a
Ashton Kutcher.
fucking weight up off the ground. Because there's one thing that you cannot deny, and that is that Ryan Reynolds is in
Is
phenomenal
fucking ripped.
athletic shape.
He had the Adonis body.
He made Brad Pitt in Fight Club look like fucking.
Like a 12-year-old girl.
Was he in Fight Club?
No,
No.
Brad Pitt was.
Brad Pitt
Oh,
was
I
in Fight
thought-
Club.
I thought they were like
No,
maybe
but in
sitting
Blade,
next to each
no, but in
other.
Blade Trinity, Ryan Reynolds had his shirt off. And
Can
he
I
was fighting.
finish? Can I finish my comparison, please? Or my simile using like or as?
Hey, you two, you got a little something right there on your chin. It's a little bit of drool while you're talking about Ryan Reynolds and his shirt off.
Okay, he looked like
A man.
He was chinked out like Jesus, but with more muscle and not a stab wound.
not what I was gonna say.
Ow!
Not what I was gonna say.
The Christians now.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He looked like that guy in Animal House. It doesn't matter which one. It was all of them. I forgot his name. What's his name?
Which one?
John
Uh,
Belushi?
Yeah, John Belushi. I was thinking Jim because I was watching according.
I'm a
to,
zit. Get it?
I was watching according to Jim earlier, which was terrible. It's a terrible
John is
TV show.
extremely dead.
So it's Farley, man. Anyway,
And Sam Kinison.
Drugs.
what else about
Candy.
comic books did you want to know?
No, but I'm actually a little more privy to Judge Anderson just because she's hot or whatever.
Is it because she's a psychic?
She's a psych. Yeah.
Is it because she's a mutant?
Yeah, bro.
Is it because she's got short hair?
Yeah, blonde, nice ass, good with her brain.
Look, the standard for women's haircuts, as far as I'm concerned, is a medium fade. And if it's
She-
not a medium fade, get away from me.
Is she a?
What's the medium thing?
And we've now moved on to the wrecking ball.
The
Shorter
weird
than
part of YouTube. Is she a hot Justin Bieber or an ugly Miley Cyrus?
Or like a random mix between the two with Nicolas Cage's face painted on it.
Whoa, the bees!
So is the only thing you want to talk about Judge Dredd?
No, comic books, man. It's actually.
Well, what about them? God damn it!
I feel
That doesn't fucking narrow it down. I'm reading like 18 different books right now. I'm just saying.
Are you done having a little rage hissy fit?
No, because if you're gonna be like, I want to talk about comic books. Okay, well, what comic books do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about like, old Hellblazer, or do you want to talk about like the New 52 Constantine, or do you want to talk about the Invincible Iron Man, or do you want to talk about the Amazing Spider-Man, or what? Like, I don't know what the fuck you want to talk about. You got to narrow it down for me at least a little bit. Do you want to talk
Superman,
about like Earth 2?
Superman,
do you want
Red
to talk about
Sun,
like Infinite Crisis after the new Marvel Now?
She-Hulk.
Oh, the casting of Batfleck? I think he's going to do a wonderful job.
I think he'll do fine as long as he
can't-
doesn't have the Christian Bale nasal fucking pharyngeal
and it
tube
won't,
in.
because you can't think about it in the context of the Christopher Nolan Batman universe. The movie that he's going to be in is Batman versus Superman, which is set in the most recent Superman films universe, which is slightly more campy. Like, granted, there are more dark moments because it's not based off Golden Age Superman, but it is slightly more lighthearted.
Wait. Are you talking about the comic book most recent Superman?
No, I'm
one?
talking about the most recent Superman movie.
So you mean the one where like you wouldn't want to be an insurance claim agent because literally they
Yes,
destroyed the entire
but what you
state
have
of
to
New
take
York.
into account about that movie is the amount of humor that was in it. And now, upon first watch, you probably wouldn't, pick up on most of it because there was so many epic scenes.
I did pick up on a lot of it because I think it's really funny that Superman was trying to stop what's his face from like burning a hole into a family of 5.
General Zod.
Yes, that one.
I liked the old General Zod more than the new one.
What?
I like Terrence Stamp more than that Michael Shannon guy, if that means anything to anybody. Probably not.
We're not old like you.
I know what you're talking about, and I
was
agree.
alive when any of those old Superman movies came out, but yeah.
Well, that Superman died.
Oh,
Well, here's
no.
my thing. I don't mind Ben Affleck being cast, but I saw some of the other people who were up against him, and I think they would be better.
I think
Like Richard Armitage or Matthew Good. Not Ryan Gosling. That seems so stupid.
Ryan Gosling is...
Feel my bad suit.
What's it made out of?
What's it boyfriend material.
No. the only name that I thought of that could have been maybe it just in my mind, but from the perspective of the Tim Burton and the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. Okay, and by Tim Burton I mean the first two, because the last two were fucking terrible. All those were
Batman
fucking,
Forever.
all they were toy commercials for an hour and a half. So the one guy that I could think of was Josh Brolin. Only because he has that big square fucking jaw and the nice gravelly voice, like naturally speaking. And then if you want to take the super campy route,
I love the old camp of the Adam West Batman.
Adam West Batman is hilarious.
It's fun.
I was gonna say Will Arnett. But I'll forever see him as Joe Bluth.
I think he'd be
It's cool.
It didn't break. You're fine.
It's just a plastic plate.
Who would your pick be for Robin? Because obviously Robin's too silly for these darker Batmans. But if they were gonna make a campy one, who would be your Robin?
They already
Ryan
named
Gosling.
No, fuck you. They already named who Robin was gonna be in the newest movies in the last Batman film.
That's true. They did.
Because it wasn't Dick Grayson, because Dick Grayson was the original Robin. It was the guy that replaced Dick Grayson after he left and became Nightwing.
Right.
It was
Tim Drake? No.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the actor?
The actor.
Joseph
No,
Gordon-Levitt.
but his name was in the movie. I'm drawing a fucking blank right now. I was just reading about this. Anyway, the character that he played in that movie, he just said his name once or twice in the film, but that's who the second Robin was in the comic books.
I thought
Yeah.
it was Tim Drake. Or is it the one that they killed in the 80s?
No, they killed No, Death of the Family was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was the late 80s. I'm going to look this up.
When Robin died?
Yeah.
Which Robin?
When they voted on whether or not to kill him. He was a really unpopular Robin.
Yeah, and he also like nearly died multiple times where he
He
should have died.
Shit beaten out of him by the Joker.
No, that was Death of the Family. That was only a couple of years
I
ago.
thought it was late 80s.
Bullshit, it was the late 80s. I have that fucking comic book.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think it was the late
But I did actually
80s.
hear
They
about
just
this.
reissued.
Yeah.
It wasn't reissued. No. No, it was not reissued. Okay, Death of the Family. What year did Death of the Family come out?
Oh!
It's the 80s, isn't it?
I feel like a huge asshole now. That's what you get for pirating comic books, boys and girls. Okay, who played Robin? Okay, it was Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake. Jason Todd.
The one they killed. And-
Because he was a little bitch.
Oh, what about is it Carrie Kelly?
Carrie Kelly. Carrie Kelly was after Tim Drake.
That is kind of less, like, lame, though, and gay.
What, Carrie Kelly? Because it's a fucking girl's name? We want equal rights. Oh, and then Stephanie Brown? Awful. Who was it in?
Did you read The Long Halloween?
No.
That one's my
I told
favorite.
you, I already told you that I'm not a big DC fan. Like we talked about this before we started recording, that I'm not a huge DC fan, but like the only DC comic that I read consistently is JLA and Aquaman. But Jeff Johns is leaving. Jeff Johns is the lead writer on Aquaman,
Who
and
would you
he's.
like to play Aquaman?
Who would I like to play Aquaman? Ryan Reynolds, abso-fucking-lutely.
Even though he did
No,
play...
not
I could
Ryan
see
Reynolds.
him play, like,
Not
the
Ryan
Flash,
Reynolds.
maybe.
No, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, okay? Because he's a fucking asshole. But,
He's also the Green Lantern.
Oh.
yeah, no, that was a mistake. That's like fucking Ben Affleck being Green Lantern. Or,
Daredevil?
There we go. Yeah, Ben Affleck being Daredevil was a mistake. And then the spin-off of Elektra, which was horrible. And then what's his name? Colin Farris being, what is it, Bullseye? That was stupid. I did not like any of that.
Eric, goddammit, you wanted to talk about comic books.
He's
Yeah.
too busy like reading Reddit and like masturbating to like ginger gimp fucking latex porn.
That sounds interesting.
Cool.
And I
Good
like
story.
to take my laptop and place it high up on my chest, and the battery's
Coke wank.
burning into my stomach. That's all I had for that. Are we done?
And it
Are
sounded
we done?
like an
Are we going to
aggressive
talk about comic books anymore?
I don't know,
Because
Eric.
I could go on about this for fucking hours.
Do you
Great.
like all the people they've chosen to play the Avengers?
Not really.
I don't like Chris, what's his name? For Thor?
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. That's
Chris
what I was gonna
Hemsworth.
Say, the guy who plays Captain America.
No, I think Captain America is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think that Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
Yeah, like Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., same guy.
Well, if you look at
Same guy.
his personal life, like that is like just the
Tony
fucking
Stark.
drug addiction and going to prison and like he's super smart. He is Tony fucking Stark, dude.
Yeah, he is Tony Stark.
I don't like Scarlett Johansson
I was gonna say like
as Black Widow. I don't.
I feel like they put her in that movie so that they could focus on her butt a lot. I noticed that.
I am not complaining about that,
at all.
but I disagree with the choice. Who would I have picked instead?
The Canary, because she gets raped in every comic book that she's in.
Someone Russian?
Like Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
Russian.
She's not Russian.
Oh.
No.
She sounds like she would be.
Well, little
What
racist.
is she?
Ukrainian, I think.
Same thing.
I had a
Depending on how far
Ukrainian
back you go.
roommate at boarding school, and they hate each other.
Yeah,
Russians and
Ukrainians and Russians do
They
not
would
get along.
punch you in the face if you got that wrong, actually.
That's like Puerto Ricans and what is it, Mexicans?
When I first heard of Mila Jovovich, I thought she was supposed to be like a tennis player. I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
Anna Kournikova.
Do you like Resident Evil?
Do I like Resident Evil? Are you kidding me? I played every single Resident Evil game ever.
Her name is Alice in it, I believe.
Alice,
Yes. Her
like
name is
in
Alice.
Wonderland, right? Is that like? Have you never heard that joke before?
Never.
Definitely not Alice in Wonderland. Or Alice in
Oh,
Chains.
no, yeah, she is Ukrainian. She was born in 75 in the Ukraine, but whenever it was part of the USSR.
So she's technically
Oh,
Russian.
so-
No, she's not technically Russian. Technically, she's a Soviet until 89, and now she's Ukrainian.
So
Next-
she's
next question.
So she's a Soviet daywalker.
Look, they had a good thing going on.
Guys, it was a good run. It was a good run, and then the money pool
Is
just
she a
dried up.
daywalker?
She is a daywalker.
She is a daywalker.
Is he really a ginger and not a daywalker?
Who, Eric?
Eric's a ginger, dude.
Eric is a full-blown
You
ginger.
didn't know about that? He hasn't said anything in like 10 minutes. He's been sitting over there just
What makes
Fucking-
him a daywalker?
just baiting to pictures of Tim Drake as Robin. I don't
That's
know.
weird.
Tim Drake's the one who was like the really, really young Robin.
Oh no.
Pretty sure the Joker had his way with every single one of the Robins except for Darius Grayson.
The Joker did kill Robin though.
A lot.
Why do I think that Death of the Family was like
Well, because
like
they-
4
they-
years ago?
They made a cartoon
They
that kind of...
reissued it too. They
Yeah.
did. Oh, they did that whole Red Hood thing
Yeah.
recently. I think.
That's
They
when
added
that's
on
when
Red Hood.
that's when Dick Grayson was Red Hood though.
No,
Mm-mm.
Dick Grayson was Nightwing.
No, Dick Grayson was Nightwing and then said fuck that.
No. Jason Todd was Red Hood.
Ah.
Right?
Yes, you're
I
right.
don't know. I already said that I don't know much about comic books, so the fact that I've contributed this much is sort of astounding.
I know, and that's what pissed me off is that Eric's like, hey, let's talk about comic books. And then I'm like, oh my god, let's talk about comic books. I got a gigantic lady boner. And then he just like throws his microphone on the floor and it's like, I don't want to talk anymore.
That's not really how it went, but okay.
Well, so what? What else
I don't even care anymore, man.
what have we not talked about that you wanted to talk about?
You have a great radio voice, Eric. That's all.
Is that it? Are we going to say goodbye now?
I guess.
Because I think we beat this comic book thing like into the ground.
Well, you did.
I'm the only one here that actively reads comic books, I think, besides you. Like maybe like 20 years ago? Yeah, alright, that's what I figured. So are we done? Is this it? Does anybody else have anything to say?
Are we signing off?
Comments, questions, rude remarks? I don't know, you're the one with a handful of chips, not me.
What? I wanted a little snack, man.
A little snacky poo?
Hey, tell me how you burst the blood vessels in your eye there, guy.
Punching a bear in the face. He was wearing all leather,
Your dick
and he
is
had a
not
big
bear.
old mustache, and he was scary. But Gunther wasn't having any of that.
No, he wasn't.
Anyway, so I guess we're done. If you want to talk about comic books, shit you lost in a relationship, my crappy taste in wine, allegedly, or anything else that we talked about tonight, please send us a message on the Facebook page, or post it to
Contact
the
form
wall,
on the website.
or the contact form on the website, www.thenameisattheend.com, or facebook.com/thenameisattheend.com. I'm Dustin. Who am I with?
Trevor.
Allie.
Y'all have a good night.
See myself in the pouring home. See the light come over now. I see myself in the pouring rain. I watch hope come over me.